Nope, mine don't crow on demand, but I can talk with the turkey. He'll answer me. Good morning, everybody. Eric here, Bailey's Homestead. We've gotten quite a bit of rain over the past few days, and I believe there's more to come just here shortly. But I've got something to show you. This is absolutely something awesome that I really enjoy being able to experience this, and well, I'm going to bring you with me. Look at these guys. They're getting so big. Absolutely gorgeous. An absolutely wonderful mama. She's doing an amazing job. We come out here and check them every day. My wife will be out here looking at them when she gets home from work. I check them in the mornings, obviously. And of course we check on them throughout the day multiple times. I'm out here several times a day, even when it's raining. So we're going to be doing a little bit of feed this morning, and then I'll be making a feed run. You guys can go back in the channel and see that. I was able to do a video in my local feed store. I did gain their permission to do that, just out of respect, because well, some places just don't like that. So I don't want controversy, and they were okay with it. I was not trying to get anybody in my video, especially that didn't want to be. I was not there to record the staff and other customers. I was there to just show you all some of our prices, some of what we get, and let you all experience that. I'll be going through and getting a list of what we need. And there's Miss Charlotte. Man, she has gotten so big. So big. She's outgrowing her brother. He's not quite as round as she is. But I have noticed he eats less than she does. We've cut way back on the feed that he's given. And that's why it's important for me to be picky about what is fed, how much is fed, how often. It's very important. These guys only eat about 1.5 pounds of food a day. 1.5 pounds. I definitely put more than that out for the both of them. I want to make sure that they're both getting what they need, but I don't go overboard with it. We do about 1/2 to 3/4 scoop of everything that I put in there. It fills that feed trough about half full, but alfalfa pellets are a little bulky. We are going to be cutting them down to just layer pellets and seeing how they do on that. We're going to make some changes here and see if we can cut some of our costs down even more. I've been working on this for quite some time because it's expensive doing this, and I need to find cost-effective ways to do it. So, one, being able to trust everybody that is taking care of the animals to do it the way that I do it. One, they're my animals. It should be done the way I want it done. But, you know, I know some places that don't care as much. People are allowed to do what they want to do, and well, that's their business. But for us, we're trying to keep everything cost effective, and as long as everybody is healthy and happy. So I've been experimenting over the last couple of years, figuring out what works, what doesn't, and it's got to be what works for us. What works for somebody else's pocketbook is their business, but I've toned down quite a bit on what we feed the animals. The only thing that may have been affected would be the chickens, but they fluctuate, and I've been seeing that with many people. So I don't think it's a feed issue. Not everybody feeds the same thing. Not everybody feeds the same amount. And yeah, I don't know what the deal is. It's just a funky year. We're getting back into the way the weather used to be. We're getting a lot of ugly storms and things like that. I grew up with all that, so it's not new to me. So I know a lot of these chickens are not used to this kind of weather. They're used to getting a lot of rain, but not a lot of storms, not a lot of wind, and you know that can affect them. That can stress them out. It can, you know. But we're getting more eggs now, and I'm happy for that. But yeah, we're about being as cost effective as possible. We work on a tight budget, but we make it work. And without further ado, I do want to show you the garden, see how it's doing after all this rain. And like I said, I'm sure you can see the sky around me. It is an overcast day again today. So we got caught out in a downpour yesterday. I really wish I could have got that on camera. We were out here feeding, and man, it was nice. Now, I didn't stand out in it and get absolutely soaked, but yeah, it was nice. It was refreshing, and it's not something we do very often, but man, it was nice. We were almost done, and that's just part of farming, you know. It's gonna happen sometimes. Got to deal with it. It's just rain. But anyway, we got some chickens down here. They're getting a nice grass that they can get. I do try to keep them out of the road as much as possible, but I don't mind them going out here because this is where all the ticks and stuff are. It definitely cuts down on that. But you guys can see the garden here. It is doing well. You can see where water has run down. It's actually filling in right here along the middle. It's how much rain is coming down here. This is a lot of sitting things pushed down here. So this is definitely slowing the water down, but we do not have puddling going on in the garden. We don't have anything washed out, and that is our goal. I kind of figured it would happen the way we had it at first, but we changed it. I wanted to see what would happen. Now, I think if that first row didn't have plants in it, I think we would be okay. We could have even built that up a little bit higher, because everything else seemed to do okay. And yes, this area right here, that right there, and that right there, very little spots. Get over here. I'm not sure why the new rooster is hanging out over there. I'm gonna have to go chase him back over here. But the garden's doing good. And of course, we have, oh, can we focus on it? Focus! Focus. Focus. There we go. We have these guys. Gotta love it. Got to love it. Alright, I'm gonna have to find us a chicken here. They do not need to be over there. That is not our land. And of course, I don't want to worry about them crossing the road. Why did the chicken cross the road? Apparently to get to the bushes on the other side. Sorry guys, you were out of focus. We were up close there and I got it to focus and it stayed that way. Alright. Get him back up here where he belongs. Now they come down on the edge of the road down there all the time. The turkeys, chickens, all that jazz. He does have a couple hens that have taken to him, so that is an awesome thing. But hopefully he can find some good bushes and grass that's actually on our property. They are not greener on the other side. I just hopefully he'll understand that. But yeah. Excuse me. Trying to walk here. Thank you. All right. These guys, we moved them over here yesterday. Found out it's not a good spot, and I'll be bringing their food down to them here in a minute. They are doing good. They're a little dirty this morning. We're going to get them moved again to a better spot that's not so wet and muddy. I did not realize it was going to get like that right there. It's normally not that bad, so I'm thinking it may just be because there's another structure there, something else catching water, and that's okay. We'll get them moved. But we put out a new bale yesterday for the horses, just in time before that downpour hit, and they've been enjoying that. Now Dakota is only in there during the evenings. I put him in there, that way I can feed him, and Santana will not get his feed. We've been having issues with them swapping and trading feed bowls. I do feed him more than I feed her. She's still young, she's maintaining fine, and him, I've got to get where he needs to be. We're almost there. We're almost there. So I don't want him missing a meal. So yeah, they're doing great. They're doing great. The birds are all waiting on me to feed them as usual. I did have the feed moved down there, but this girl here likes to swap feed dishes, so we're back to feeding him in there, and unfortunately that means all the birds are going to go in there and surround his food bowl, and I really don't like that because they're not eating the layer pellets. They'd prefer the sweet feed, and they're doing fine. It's not a necessarily a health issue, but the layer pellets are meant for chickens and their egg development, and well, that's what I'd prefer them to eat, but it's okay. They clean up the horse mess that apparently a lot of other people worry about. I don't worry about it because we treat our horses. We deworm them twice a year or more if needed. But usually it's every 6 months, and we haven't had an issue yet. They eat out of the food dishes, they clean it up off the ground. It just is what it is. It doesn't make sense to me to worry about a horse eating off the ground when that's what they do all the time. I understand there's parasites and things in certain areas, but if you're treating your horses, then it shouldn't be a problem. Excuse me. Oh, allergies this morning. Let's see how the baby chicks are doing. And the quail are doing good too. So this is one of the 5 that were put out, and it's the only one left, unfortunately. So it's getting big, and it pretty much hangs out over here like the other ones did, and I don't know what happened, but they're gone, and we are leaving the other ones in case this is a predator problem. And I am considering coming out and catching that one when they roost and putting it back in here, but I'm a little iffy on doing that because the reason we put them out was due to issues of them being so big. They were easily trampling the little guys. So, boy, they have got their feeder took apart. Look at that. I've been having problems with that feeder, not locking in the bottom like it should anymore. That's one we've had and been using, so it may just be that the clips are wore out. But right now I'm out of chick feed, so they'll have to wait until I get back from the feed store. But they are doing well. You guys remember from the last video, these guys were little bitty. Well, they're not little bitty anymore. And look at these guys. They are getting big. Getting big. But our little chicks that were in here are no longer little chicks anymore. They are turning into juveniles. And that is awesome. That's what we look forward to. And we definitely have a mixture. That's most likely a cinnamon queen with a road red, which is what most of these are. We got ones like that one there, that and that one right here. Those are for sure. That one there. We've got a few in here that are the Easter egger mix. I'm not sure on this girl here. Or boy. I don't remember. We came in here and looked at everybody. But I know we have some roosters in here. But the ones like this one here are more of a cinnamon queen. I don't know if we have one. That one there in the back right there, that one may be a red and red mix. Most of them are going to be cinnamon queen and road red. That's what we were told our rooster is, and that's what we're going with. But they're looking good. Here's our cinnamon queens. I really feel like they should be bigger than they are, being cinnamon queens. I always remember them being fluffier chickens. So I don't know. They're chickens. They lay eggs, and that's all they are for us. So we've definitely got some eggs from that one right there, because all the different colorations and things that she has have shown up in our chicks, and that is awesome. One of the chicks that we lost recently was definitely mixed with her, no doubt. Now, it is muddy. And I'm not one to worry about my farm animals being dirty, because they're farm animals. They're dirty animals. We've got one in here. She's awful fluffy. I'm not sure what's going on with her, but we have one in the box now. We have a turkey doing something. I don't know what you're doing. We have one over here. But, trying to lay. I'll try to get some better lighting there for you. So we'll have eggs by this afternoon. With it being muddy, I might feed them in here, or I might feed them in a food dish. But as you can see, they have scratched the bedding out of the middle of this, so I might have to put another bag of that in here. And woo, that ramp gets slippery. But the ducks, we have Duck and Donald. I don't remember the new rooster's name, but anyway, we don't really name our birds. They're food. So yeah, my children will name them. The turkeys have names, but the chickens, I don't name them. There's no point. There's too many for me to keep up with. I know some people have 200 birds and they all have names and somehow remember them. Yeah, not for me. Let's see how these little guys are doing. See if we can make some adjustments here for you. So as you can see, that is the problem we're having with this one. Absolutely does not stand on that leg at all. And it's sort of out sideways, but it more just picks it straight up, and it just leaves it there. We don't know what's going on with that. That's the first one we've had come out like that. It did get caught in the incubator, unfortunately, so I don't know, maybe it injured it. But we're just keeping an eye on it, and I'm going to see what I can do for it. And we'll see what happens. I don't like to cull anything if I don't have to, so we will see what happens. Yep, I wasn't being rude, not looking at you. We're feeding meat chickens. I get them going first thing so that they can go as long as possible on the feed before I pull it. I've got to shut that or I'm going to have a feed room full of birds. And most likely a horse. So, let's go feed these guys. I'll let you see that and then I'll probably let you go. The last video was a day late. I thought I had uploaded it, and I was going through checking things and found out I did not. So got that one out for you guys, and that was Monday's video. We are doing a midweek today, so yeah, let's get these guys took care of. And I will say this, we got some good news yesterday, and well, it was yesterday and I believe the day before. I'm not going to disclose what that information was. You're just going to have to wait to find out, but it was good news, and I am slightly excited again, but like I said, I can't disclose too much, and I will say that it is going to be better for us, better for our animals, and we're going to be able to move forward with life, and can't wait. I can't wait. So, yeah, these guys are, I guess I was going to show them. They do go crazy when putting the food in there, and yes, I'm aware it's muddy. I'm aware. If I knew it was going to get like this, we would not have done it this way. But you live, you learn, you move on. They're all doing well. We have not lost any more. I'm excited for that, and I plan to keep it that way as much as possible. But yeah, that's about it, guys. We're going to have some stuff coming up here in the future for sure. It's a matter of when. I don't know that yet. So just stay tuned for that. Like I said, we got good news, and we are getting amped up for that, because that means a lot of changes for us and our homestead here, and that's going to be a huge blessing for us and our family. So the way that blessing occurred is not by any means desired, but yeah, we're blessed nonetheless, and we're going to be doing a lot of things coming up. I would say between now and the end of the year. So stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned, because it's going to be big changes. I'm missing a food scoop. Oh. Why does my brain work like that? I said it over there. Couldn't you remind me? Ugh. Reach to the bottom of the barrel to find this food scoop missing. Isn't that something? At least it was my fault this time. A lot of times my children and other people carry the buckets off and the scoops off, and oh, so frustrating. All right, let's see here. I wonder if we can find a decent little spot to put their food today. It's pretty dry over here where we got all this straw, so I think we're just going to start right here. All right, turkeys. Eat off the ground. There's plenty on the ground. They start off eating here. They start off eating there. Once I feed that horse, they're not in there no more. They barely eat that anymore. And it's a little frustrating because we spend good money on this feed. And I'd like them to eat it, you know? They're going to eat what they eat. That's why they free range. I let them do their thing. But give me a second to get the horse feed ready. We'll go out there. We'll feed Dakota. And that's Dakota, not Dakota. And then we'll get moving on to other animals. And I may just have to let you go for the day. But I wanted to do a garden check-in since it's been raining. I know you guys can see me because I've seen the videos. The light is a lot brighter on this camera than it actually is in here. So that is an awesome thing. But you guys have watched me do this several times before. And we're just going to get to it and get everybody taken care of. So give me just a moment. Alright, since we are low on feed this morning, he is getting less of the sweet feed. And we're going to throw some... Oh my goodness. Give me a second. Alright, I've got to get that door fixed. Sorry about that, folks. He's going to get alfalfa pellets mixed in with his. Santana will be fine. She's been going on about a scoop a day, and she's not thinning out a bit. So she will be okay. She will be okay. It is that last day, and if I got to make sure anybody gets fed, it is him. She can be fed this evening, and it will be just fine. So we are going to get him fed here, and yeah, just watch what happens. Bam! Here they come. He just politely tells them to get off of his thing, and see, they'll pick up what he drops. A lot of people worry about how to get this to stop and all of that. Well, some of it's dental and some of it's just what horses do. If anything possible, they will literally dump their feed bowls out on the ground and they will eat off the ground. I just let animals be animals, unless they're putting themselves in danger, and you know, there's always a risk to take, no matter what. I don't see them eating off the ground like they naturally do being a problem. Their food doesn't sit there long enough for a parasite to touch it, so yeah, I just don't worry about it. The birds clean it up. That's okay, as long as they eat their layer pellets, and that's not going to waste. We are fine there. So I'm gonna get the pig's feed here, and we'll go over there. I'm surprised Charlotte is not voicing her opinion this morning. That's normally a thing. And we're gonna get these emu taken care of here. I've got the pigs going good, and I am gonna feed the emu a little bit more of the layer feed. We're going to continue with the alfalfa pellets until they're gone. But I've been doing some research, and I found that there's people that just feed their emu on layer pellets alone. Some people feed them dog food. We can get the Ratite feed and all that, and we may just do that. I've been thinking about it for some time now, but we do have to special order that, and they're doing fine off of what we have and what we've been doing, so I am not overly concerned with that. I just want to try something new. Let's see what happens. That's just a part of it, and I don't mind it. If it works and we can cut down on some costs, then so be it. That is what I will do. And there she is, guys. So I'm feeding them about a quarter of that scoop twice a day, and they're doing fantastic. So, doing fantastic. He will not eat all of this scoop. The birds will come over here and help him finish it. Hey, already. So, I don't know. Everybody gets fed. You've seen it. You've seen it. These birds just eat everything. Now them coming in here, not the brightest idea in the world. These birds do not like other animals in their enclosure. We have seen a select few chickens they will allow in their thing. Give me just a moment. I need to get this shook up and mixed, and we'll get it dumped in there. I'll be right back with you. All right, just like that, we are mixed. And they are fed. So I've been mixing in the layer pellets with the alfalfa pellets, not completely changing their diet up just yet, but once the alfalfa pellets are gone, we're going to see if we can cut out $50 of our feed bill. That would be fantastic. But they do not have a lot of grass coming up in their enclosure, surprisingly enough. It's kind of odd to me because they don't really pace everything to be able to walk it down. So maybe they're grazing on what is coming up, and it's just not showing. But they pace the fence, and you can see that where they have the ground worked down. They do not sit here and pace this. They'll walk through it now and then. Now there is stuff coming up in here, but not like I would have expected. So we're just gonna have to see how things go. That is why they get the alfalfa pellets, because they don't have a lot of grazing. But we're gonna see if they remain healthy off of just the layer pellets, and see how they react to that, because well, research doesn't tell it all. Sometimes you have to do experiments, and you can't be afraid to do that. I do not allow my animals to get to the point where I have to worry about their health. As soon as I see that it's not a good change, I change it back, and we leave it at that. But these emu we've only had for about a year now, and well, no, I guess it's, let's see, yeah, because we got them just before we moved over here last year. So yeah, we're still figuring these guys out. So I've experimented with all of my animals, seeing what works and what doesn't, and that's just what you have to do. When you find something that works, you stick with it, and don't be afraid to try new things, because you never know what might be a little more cost effective, what might be a little bit easier, a little bit simpler, and well, that's just the way I like it. I like things simple and straightforward, and I don't like to change it much. Once I figure it out, I like to keep it that way, but I'm not afraid to try new things. So, like I said, we try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's not that big of a deal. We like to keep them happy. We like to keep them healthy. She's not a happy camper, and that's okay. That's okay, because she's got plenty to graze on out here, and I'm not worried about her. She's healthy. She may not be very happy at the moment, but she's healthy. She'll be happy. She'll go find something to graze on. Not having feed is not the end of the world, especially for just a day or two. Doesn't hurt them at all. You're looking at ounces when it comes to big animals like that. You're not looking at several pounds. So she will be just fine. It's not going to hurt her at all. And Anyone that knows anything about horses knows that. So I'm not worried about her. She's healthy. She is doing absolutely fine. I have been working on cutting her feed down for weeks now, and she doesn't look much different. She doesn't have a huge bulging belly, and I like that. She is not skinny by any means. We try to keep up with her well because of her growing. We know that she'll gain weight, she'll lose weight, and I try to monitor that. So yeah, she's doing great. She's doing great, and I'm happy because there is so much for them to forage on versus what we had before. So yeah, we're doing good. We actually ran out of dog food, so these guys are going to have to wait until later on when I can go get feed. This is Autumn's last day of school, so I've got to make sure that she attends that, or I would have already been on my way to the feed store this morning. So today is a special occasion, and we're going to have to adapt to that, and these animals will be just fine. They're not going hungry by any means. Everything that needs to eat is eating, and that's what matters. The inside animals are taken care of, and the two outside dogs get fed once a day. They are doing fine. They're perfectly healthy, and that's been working. These guys are doing great. They're doing great. She needs a bath, and she's starting to have some health problems. Here's Beastie Boy. He has not changed a lick. And even little Gracie down there is, she's coming back from her attack. So she is looking good. She's looking good. We stand guard. We allow her to eat until she is full and done. And she is coming back wonderfully. So anybody that has been worried about that, well, there she is. You can see her. She's doing so much better. Yes, she is. Oh my Gracie. Look at that. That's what we like right there. So, anybody with doubts, we take care of our animals. There's no exceptions. We do whatever we have to do for our animals. And we always have. We always will. Even if that means finding them a new home. As hard as that is, we do what we have to do to keep these animals as healthy as possible. So if we get to a point we can't provide for them, we'll find them a new home. That is not a big deal. As far as doing it for them. Now, we don't like it any more than anybody else does when that time comes, but we can't hold on to them all. We cannot hold on to them all. We have to make those tough decisions, and that's just part of it. But that's why we watch our budget. We watch what we do. We watch our numbers. Everything is monitored closely, and there's just no exceptions. Every now and then we will we'll make an exception and try something out. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So that's why I made a channel. You guys can see it. You guys can witness it. We're raising our numbers of chickens, which is amazing. And that's just that more many eggs that I'll be able to try to hatch out. And yeah, like I said, stay tuned for the future, because we might get that opportunity to grow. And I cannot wait for that. But we just have to wait and see what the future holds. As we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. There's going to be changes that are happening, and hopefully more to come. So, yeah, Miss Gracie is doing great. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. She's always been small, but she was not good. She was not at a healthy state there for a little while because she was attacked, and we had to get her healed up, and she is doing absolutely fantastic. Um, we've went through injuries with you guys before. We've medicated. We've shown you what we have to go through to do all that. I do wish we had an emergency kit on hand, but we do not. That's just something we've never had. But yeah, that being said, guys, I hope you have an amazing weekend. It's just around the corner. Enjoy those kiddos while they come home, as I know, excuse me, I know we're going to here. I'm absolutely looking forward to spending the summer with my kids and giving them that little bit of a break from school. That was one of our goals, was not to keep our kids contained away from home. And we're meeting that goal as much as possible, and we're loving every minute of it. I love it when they're home. I love getting to spend time with them, and just sticking them in school all summer when they're hardly home as it is just doesn't seem right to me. And if they end up needing it because of grades, then we will do so if it's going to help them out. But just to have them go because we don't want them here, that's a no-go for me. I enjoy my kids. I love my family, and as much time as I can get with them is what matters the most to me. I don't care about society. I don't care about how crappy the economy is. Family time is important, and we have to have that. So we've got big plans coming for the summer, and we're going to do everything we can to make that work out. Hopefully we can bring you along with us on some of that, if not all of it. But stay tuned. We'll see. I hope you guys have a blessed weekend, and we will see you next time.